Of course, before the video starts, this video is sponsored by rlrecordings.com. If you need your song mixed, mastered, you need a signature vocal chain, including the one in this video, or you need a recording template with a newly added mixing starter template, please head over to rlrecordings.com right now. Anyway, in this video, we have a vocal chain for all of you people out there. As you can tell by the title, I've been listening to a little bit of the Weeknd's music now. I don't know why I've only started now, but I've started on his After Hours project, and I'm just fascinated by how good and clean and concise and like ambient the vocals can be in that song. He just has a lovely voice, and that's probably what it is. So I've made a vocal chain inspired by that, and we're going to go over it today. This is what the template sounds like.
Good girl, she's a real one, yeah. Not like these ones, destined to live for nothing but the weekend. She got me in my feelings.
Amazing. It's clean, it's precise, it's also thick, but if you don't like that thickness and you want a more natural tone, which is what his is, add an instrumental. Your instrumental will fix that, as the thickness will slowly fade as the instrumental is also doing some lifting, as this is just the vocal. First things first, there is tuning, but this tuning isn't on, and the key is also not set, because this vocal sounds lovely and it doesn't need tuning, but this tuning is here just in case you need it for your vocals. So remember, set the key, and if you don't know what it is, find it. Use like tunebat.com or something. You can find it there, and it's just here as a safety net. As you can see, it's not turned on. First things first, for this chain, you can always switch the plugins in and out, which one should go first and all, but this is the order I've done it based on what I can hear from these vocals. And the first thing I've done is the de-esser, targeting the really high end at 9.1K. And I'm just gonna hang on. This is what it sounds raw.
Good girl, she's a real one, yeah. Not like these ones, destined to live for nothing but the weekend. She got me in my feelings.
Beautiful. It's going to turn that tuning off because we don't need it. That's the de-esser, just capturing the really high in there. That's really sharp in the recording. Next thing is the compressor, and as you can see, I've only used one compressor in this chain. It's simply because this is gonna do a lot of compression. It's gonna turn that off real quickly because it's just noise. Real quickly, because analog on any plugin is just noise. It doesn't add anything else but noise, and we don't want that. And here is what it's doing.
Good girl, she's a real one, yeah.
As you can see, that motherfucker is slamming -20. It doesn't sound like that at all, because we're going for a natural vocal and one compressor is all needed. You are feel free to add more plugins if your vocal deems it, as that's all right. A quick release, medium attack, simple stuff when it comes to vocals. And there's another de-esser here, which I'm not going to show you because it's a special de-esser that targets the harshness that a compressor can come out. And if you want to see what that is, unfortunately, you've got to purchase the vocal chain. I'm selling out, guys. I'm not telling you all the secrets anymore. And there you go. EQ, I will show you, as it's it's a different type of EQ than you probably might see. Rarely-ish, maybe, possibly. Anyway, we're doing the simple stuff of like cutting out the unnecessary low end. That's going quite high to 151 hertz. But again, you can just push it back if needed, because, you know, all vocals are different, and I'm taking quite a bit of low end because that 1176 can add a little bit of beef and character, and I'm just pulling that back a little bit because it's not necessary for this vocal. And I'm taking out actually quite a bit of high end because this vocal is very essy and sizzly, as well as the 1176 CLA 76 Blueface boosts a bit of the mid range, and this is just kind of control it a little bit. And as you can see, the low end is on these lovely little things over here that you can control. Input and output is the compressor. DS, high pass is this. Low end is these bands here, or just this band here. High boost, of course, is this boost here. Reverb and delay, we'll get there later, maybe. And I'm actually, yeah, I've already mentioned that because it's a little bit essy. And then we got a Pool Tech. But again, if you want the plugin, if you want if you want to know what it is, you have to purchase it, unfortunately. And I've got this parallel split here to add one more plugin, and it's just simply a noise gate. Because when you add compressors and all of that, sometimes the background noise can be captured even more, and this is just to control it. It's only on 10, bare minimum it's doing, and that's all nice and dandy. And you've got the reverbs, you've got the reverb and the delay. I'm only going to show you the EQ, and it's just cutting out some of the low end of the verb because it was getting in the way of the vocal, and it's getting a bit muddy. And again, if you want to see what these actually are doing, the reverb and the H delay, you've got to cut the chain, unfortunately. I'm going to withdraw stuff to lure you in, basically. And anyway, again, there's low cuts on both the reverb and the delay, just simply they don't get in the way of the vocal and they're not fighting one another. So when you're singing, you're just not hearing what? My God, that was a bad stutter. You're not hearing yourself over and over and over and over and over again. And the reverb is shining and bright in your face, which it is, but it's controlled and it sounds lush, really lovely. And last thing here is simply just a limiter to catch any peaks.
Good girl, she's a real one. Good girl, she's a real one. Yeah, not like these ones.
Which it's not actually doing because I've only used one compressor for this, as I'm trying to make it sound as natural as possible, which you can still do using 2 compressors, by the way. I've just selected to do 1. As to my ears, that's what's the best possible choice. And that's it. Because I haven't shown you anything. The only way, you know how to find it. Come on, the link is in the description. I'm selling out, everybody. And that's basically it, really.
Good girl, she's a real one, yeah. Not like these ones, destined to live for nothing but the weekend. She got me in my...
And I just want to cover why the compressor is actually just slamming 20. This vocal is very dynamic. And it's doing 20 to grab the peaks and holding it in place, but still making it sound thick and light at the same time, if that makes sense. There's no such thing as overcompression, just bad compression. All right, remember that. And that is basically the whole chain, except for the things I haven't shown you. But you can always change it here, always turn it up and down on the reverbs and the delays. If you so choose, if you want more verb, you can always edit the EQ and edit the compressor and all of that jazz. You can add a compressor to the delay if you deem fit, turn on the tuning, change the order of the plugins so maybe the EQ goes first instead of a compressor or a de-esser, turn the tuning on. You can go full T-Pain or Travis Scott if you want. And that's basically it. So thank you all for watching this video. Shout out to you, rlrecordings.com. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See you all later. Bis später.